Hey, and welcome back to another episode of the Roguish Gent livecast. This is your boy Theca Jones. I am here at Offbeat Jackson, 151 Wesley Avenue, located in Jackson, Mississippi. As you know, what I would like for you all to do, if you would, go ahead and share. Go ahead and like. Go ahead and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch.com, all of that there, just go ahead and do that for your boy. Make sure you can spread this out and let's get the word out on these here. I'm going to go ahead and share this right here. Is this on the Theca Jones page? The live stream. You sure? All right. I'm just looking. Is it glitch in the matrix? Okay, but yeah, so we are here right now. I am just sharing some of the links and everything like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to introduce some of the things that you can buy at Offbeat. As you see here, we have the On God You line right here. So On God You is something that is purely Jackson. It is something that people say to each other is a term of endearment at times. And yeah, so are these? This is the file line. Oh, these are just samples. Okay. So we got the is this salmon? Salmon on white with black. Well all the text is black except for this one, which you have the black on the yellow, and you have the green on the black, and you have the yellow on the black. Well, you have the black on yellow. Well, yeah, the same thing. But yeah, so we're there. So yeah, you get about all these at Offbeat Jacks. They also have blind boxes, Mega Man blind boxes. Mega Man is a very popular character. A lot of games. Actually has a new game coming out pretty soon. And yeah, so these blind boxes, you basically buy the box and you can get either one of these figures that's in here. And you have a some are rarer than others. And yeah, it's pretty fun. And these are $9, I believe, and it's cool little trinkets to put on your office or just around the house and everything. Offbeat also sells vinyl records like this one right here. This is a very special mashup. This is the Gray album remastered by DJ Danger Mouse. So like 15 years ago, DJ Danger Mouse mixed up the white album and the black album. One of the Beatles' most known albums, next to Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club, and Jay Z's retirement album, the Black Album, and they made the Great Album. So you had a lot of mashups. It was a really cool, really cool project. And when it came out, it caused a lot of controversy because a lot of copyright laws and everything like that. But yeah, so it got remastered. I see they have worked this out. Well, this says for promotional use only. That's funny. And boom. So we also have J. Cole's KOD album, his newest album that just came out a couple of months back. This is the vinyl for it. He's currently on tour. Boz, one of his artists, just released. Is it Boz or Baz? Boz just released an album with J. Cole featured single that was pretty nice. And this album is the thing about J. Cole. I like J. Cole music. I don't hate it at all or anything like that. It's kind of boring at times to me, but yeah, but the funny thing is the most jamming song on here is his parody song. What's the song? Not levitate. The one where he done like the stutter. Not ATM. The one after that one. Like hesitate. Hesitate. Oh no, it ain't ATM's the other one. Yeah, with the kind of DJ Mustard sound and beat. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I can, yeah. What's the name of it? But yeah, so we have that here. Also, we have a very special one to my heart. Jackson, let me tickle your fancy. Yeah, my Negro lips. So I have no idea what song is on this album. I just like pulling out random Jermaine Jackson albums. And this is the one I found. Let me tickle your fancy. Very special part. I didn't do it. You belong to me. You moved a mountain. Yeah, running, messing around. This time, there's a better way, and I like your style. Produced by Jermaine Jackson and Barry Gordy. This came out in this had to be middle of the '80s, and it doesn't have a. I don't see one right here. Let me tickle your fancy. Yeah, Jermaine, he kept that same hair and now it's very hard looking because there's a lot of product in it. He's marrying like a 22-year old, and him and one of his brothers share a, a child's mother. So I don't want to say baby mama because I don't use that term, but yeah. So I use coochie often because the coochie is the way. But yeah, I do. The coochie is the way. We all came from coochie. Yeah, I do. I don't use it for its intended purpose. I use it for the practice. But yeah, so what we're going to do, this is a very serious episode. We're just getting happy and stuff right now. So when we get bummed out, we're going to be good. But it's a very important episode, and it's something that's happening to people we know, and it's something that's happening to people we don't know, but it's still happening. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to a quick break. We're going to get our guests in here, and we're going to come back to Roguish Gent Livecast.
I'm the man responsible for the goal.
Whole thing blowed up, no luck, all us probably. Whole state know us, show love, favorites probably. Most days over, ain't on no buzz probably. Whole play ate up, fat bruh, they love probably. Probably. Hungry for that realness, you can feel it in your body. Probably. Journey through forever, man, it's all a party. Answer
oh man, I feel alive. Blessings come in disguise, right in front of my eyes. I've been chasing it for a while. I've been blending in with the crowd. Man, that just ain't my style. I've been walking around with my head down, trying to figure it out.
I got the juice, everybody know me, but they don't know you. You broke, popping up out the blue. I got the juice, everybody know me, but they don't know you. You don't come for me if I ain't sent for you, Room service, where you at? I guess she think it's sweet. Talking on Twitter, now I ain't with the social beat. Dislike me all you want, but you don't wanna be no.
Hey, and welcome back. This is Theca. Was this already on? Oh, you sure? Oh, cool. What's up? Hey, it's your boy, Theca Jones. I'm back. Roguish Gent Livecast. We have a very special guest that's back tonight. She shared a little bit of her story before, and she is going to share a little bit more. We're going to talk about a lot of things that's happening in the news and a lot of things that's happening right now in America and a lot of things that happened to her. So we're going to let her go ahead and introduce herself again.
Hey, I'm Nastasia Zinda. I go by Zombie Killer 601. If you're looking at Mixer, if you want to find me on Twitch, I'm under Queen Taja. I stream video games, and I also care a lot about prison reform, care a lot about what's going on around us. So in the last episode, I spent the entire time really making people cry.
Yeah, I was sitting here in amazement because a lot of the stuff like you went through, it was like amazing to me. Like, man, that's wild.
But it shouldn't be so amazing because it's something that goes on around us all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were talking about earlier, everybody knows somebody in prison.
Yeah,
we have folks. Everybody has a family member in prison. Everybody has somebody that they love in jail, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why aren't we talking about all this stuff? Why don't you know all this stuff? Because there's like this cloak of silence around going to prison, and there's like this shame cloak, and it's like once you get out, you don't want to look back.
Yeah.
And so what we're here going to do today is we're going to break some of that down, but we're going to start really showing people what's going on. And right now we got the prison strike going on. Started August 21st. It's going to September 9th, and it's nationwide, an organized prisoner strike, and they're going on a hunger strike, and they're refusing to go to work.
So this is state and federal.
State and federal, unified. It's probably the largest coordinated prisoner strike that they've ever seen before, and it's the one that's getting the most attention, I think, from the press. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit, I guess, about what that looks like from the prisoner side.
Okay.
Not so much from what the media sees.
Yeah, because with the media, it's kind of like, hey, prisoners are going on strike, and I think the labor issue is a really big deal with them not going to work, because I know with the California wildfires that's been happening out there, you have a lot of volunteer firefighters who are getting paid,
Volunteered.
Yeah,
Volunteering.
and they're basically getting paid like $3 a day.
Yeah, it's so awesome to risk your life for $3
For $3 a day.
I mean, it's like working fast food in the hood.
Yeah.
like for real. So what's happening right now, what it looks like when you're in jail versus like what you're seeing on the news now is when you're a prisoner and you're in jail, every day you have to wake up and you go to work. You wake up at 4:30 a.m., you go to breakfast, and then you go to work. And you get assigned different jobs.
Okay.
Right? So I'm sure you've been driving down 49 or 55 and you've seen people with the green striped pants working on the roads, cutting the grass.
Of course.
You've seen them all over the place. So these people are saying, we're not going. We're not going to do this. Because most of the people around here that do it in Mississippi do it for free. You don't get paid to do this. You're not getting paid.
At all.
I was never paid. I never got a penny a day. I never got anything. All I got was strip search. That was like a bonus.
Does women prisoners, even when you all do get paid, do they make less than the men?
We didn't get paid.
You didn't get paid at all.
I've never known anyone who got paid in prison. Federal prisoners get paid cents on the dollar, but like regular state inmates don't get paid.
Oh, wow.
So it's not a job. It's slave labor.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you're already in jail. You're already doing your time. You're already paying for your mistakes. You're trying to live your life. You're trying to just get through the day. And we're going to force you to go work outside in 120-degree heat on the side of the road, humiliated for free. So right now, what happens when there's a prisoner strike? So they're going to refuse to go to work. So what's going to happen is they're going to go in those cells. They're going to hit the end of those beds, and they're going to tell them to get out, get up off their asses, and go to work. And when they say no, then they're going to threaten them. So they're going to take away their phones so that you can't call your family or check on your children or whatever. Then they're going to take away your yard time, so you can't go see the sun, so you can't go breathe. Then they're going to restrict you to where you just have to stay on your bed, right? So it gets more and more and more. It escalates. And then when they feel like they can't force you anymore, physical force comes in. And when you talk about physical force in prison, what that looks like is, have you ever seen like a SWAT team movie?
Yeah.
All right, that's what it looks like. Imagine you're laying on your bed chilling. Your mom comes in and your mom says, get up, go mow the lawn. And you say no, and then your mom starts lobbing tear gas in your bedroom.
Wow.
That's what that's like.
So that's been going on since, when did it start?
August 21st.
So that's been going on since August 21st.
Yeah. And so even the people that are maybe saying they're going to go to work, because not always, there's some old timers who just want to get by and they don't want to participate.
I'm just trying to do my time.
I don't want to participate. They're going to get tear gassed. They're going to get guns held to their head. They're going to get thrown on the ground. They're going to get dragged out. They're going to get hosed down. They'll bring the hoses in. So it's going to be mace, tear gas, hoses, dogs. That's how it escalates. So
dogs is like the top tier, just, this is the end.
If you got a real pissy CO, they'll bring the dogs in like off the break. And when they bring the dogs in, those dogs, it's just like you used to see in the civil rights movements where they're sicking dogs on folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what you're going to see.
Yeah.
So like it just depends on how far they're going to escalate this. Now right now we've got a major situation in Mississippi. We have 12 inmates dead in 12 days, and they're all saying they all died of natural causes.
Yeah, and if people didn't know, I thought it was still 11, but someone died today as well. Yeah. So now 12 inmates in MDLC prisons around the state have died while in custody. And like, Sasha just said, they were all seen as natural causes and everything. And the reason that's alarming is because there's 12 people that have died in the custody of the state of Mississippi.
And they're supposed to be being kept safe. Now, when people are in prison, they don't think about, your personal safety, I guess they just lump you all in with murders and everybody else, and they're like, who cares if they're getting raped? They shouldn't have done the crime if they don't want to do the time. Who cares if they're getting beat up? They shouldn't have done the crime if they don't want to do the time. The thing is, I wasn't sentenced to be raped. I wasn't sentenced to be sexually assaulted. I wasn't sentenced to be beat up. I wasn't sentenced to have my stuff stolen. I wasn't sentenced to have to fear for my life every day. I was sentenced to go do the specific amount of time I had in front of me, which was egregious, Madison County. And then I was sentenced to go home. These people aren't even going home to their families. So, moment of silence for those people, because for real, 12 people have lost their moms, their dads, their cousins, somebody's brother, and they're not going to know what happened to these people. To speak on something personal, I have a friend named Jennifer Riddle. Her brother died in MDOC custody 2 years ago. He was in protective custody, like being kept because he had mental health issues, and was found dead. And they said it was natural causes, but when they got the autopsy report almost a year later, it was blunt force trauma. No one has been charged in his death. She's still out there. She's looking for a lawyer. So if there's a lawyer or somebody who'd like to help her, her family is still suffering from the loss of her brother through the hands of MDOC.
What facility was he at?
He was at Parchment.
Yeah.
These people are complicit in covering up deaths of inmates because we're just inmates. We're numbers. As I told you on the last show, we become a number. We're not people anymore. I'm not somebody's mama. I'm not your friend. I'm just a number while I'm in there. And like, these people are dying. And I think we need to look at what's going into what's happening in there. There needs to be an investigation from an out-of-state independent organization. And it needs to be looked at now. I think that 12 people in 12 days is considered an epidemic. And if this was a disease or something, the CDC would be here trying to figure out how this is spreading so rapidly. But because these are inmates, it's just, oh, another inmate dies. And you notice the headlines say another inmate. They don't say, you know, so-and-so, mother of 4 from so-and-so, Mississippi. They say another inmate dead at MDOC. So even when you die for doing whatever you're doing in the area, you're just still nameless and faceless. And to me, that's the saddest part of this, is how much it becomes a business that's just pumping bodies through it. And it's not even stopping to have some humanity for these people that need humanity. And that's why the strike is so important. And people need to pay attention. #prison strike on Twitter. Start paying attention. People are going hungry. If you want to participate, don't eat with them. If you want to participate, make sure you're tweeting your senators. Make sure you're tweeting your state representative. Tweet judges. Talk to judges. It's almost time to vote. Start getting these people that put these ridiculous sentences on people. Start looking at what the problem is and start figuring out how we can start helping people, because this is insane to me that these people are being forced into slave labor. We've got modern day slavery going on right now, and everybody's just kind of cool with it.
Yeah, and a lot of people, they don't know, you know, that the rates in different prisons and everything, because you were just saying that you all didn't even get paid. But, you know, some people, they might get paid cents, you know, 50 cents to work an entire day of work. And, you know,
30 cents an hour.
Yeah, and it's not like just, you know, regular kind of like it's usually hard labor.
It's very hard labor. It's very demanding, and there's no breaks. We're not following OSHA laws out here. We're not out here in safe work environments. We're out here in a prison jumpsuit with water given to you very infrequently, and you're being forced in conditions that you might not be able to handle physically, but you're trying to do it anyways because you're trying to get through your day.
Yeah.
So these people, I know you thought, oh, maybe you're making some money. No. Most of the people aren't making money. So this is wrong to me. And it's wrong to me to be forced to go to work under duress. It's somebody holding a gun to your head to go to work every day. That's not how this should be. Would you be okay if your local Apple employee had a gun held to his head every single day for him to go to work to show up? No, ain't nobody working well under those conditions. But that's how these people have to work every single day. They wake up. There's people around them with guns. There's people walking around them who control every aspect of their life throughout the entire day. They control when you pee, when you shower, when you do anything. So you're basically a hostage, you know, under this whole thing. And then on top of it, it's insult to injury. And now you have to worry about if you're going to die or not, or if you're going to be killed. Because at this point, with the rate that people are dying, I'd like to lay some blame at MDOC's feet. MDOC is dragging its feet. Same thing they did when Epps was in charge of it.
Christopher Epps.
Christopher Epps, Mr. Corrupt.
Yeah.
I have a very fun story about Christopher Epps. I met him while I was naked.
Oh.
I was in jail, and it was shower time. And showers are open for everybody to see your naked self. Everybody's naked together. It's just one giant naked shower. So if you're shy, you better get over it real quick. But not only is it just open, but it's open into your zone. So there's not even like a wall into where your beds are and everything. You just basically can walk in and out of the showers and the bathrooms. There's no privacy. You're not kicking it by yourself. So anyways, I used to get up a little bit early so I could try to have like a couple minutes by myself without a bunch of weirdos in the shower with me. So I get up like extra early and try to jump in. So I'm in the shower and I'm in there and I'm like in the zone, using my shampoo, trying to get my life together. It's really early in the morning, sun's not up yet. And all of a sudden, all these men come walking onto the zone, and they're in like suits and everything. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm naked. Like, and there's men, because, you know. And so I start getting my towel and everything, getting dressed, and it was Christopher Epps. And they didn't warn us that he was coming on the zone, and he was doing a walkthrough to see our prison conditions. And so he came and he did a walkthrough, and that motherfucker stared me dead in the face while I was butt naked and watched me walk to get my towel. All those men stared at me and kept staring at me while I was like getting dressed. And it was like the most humiliating, awkward moment. And then I had to sit there and watch as he like walked through and inspected everybody's beds, and everybody got harassed for the next 45 minutes to perform while they're in there, because, you know, that's what they do to you. They're like, everybody smile, look happy. And you're like, we're in jail.
Yeah, like, you just watch me get dressed.
Yeah, it's
like
awkward. But, I mean, he was really corrupt anyways. As you know, now he's sitting in jail. I'm sure it's really fun for him.
Oh, man, Chris Epps was stealing stealing everything and giving kickbacks, you know.
Christopher Epps was not the only one stealing everything.
Oh, no, he wasn't.
But he's the only one sitting in there right now.
Well, he gave a lot of people up. Christopher Epps was singing.
Christopher Epps, shout out to you. I hope somebody's watching you shower right now. If you're watching this from your phone, your illegal contraband phone, because I'm pretty sure you've gotten hip to that by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is what it is. I mean, jail is, it becomes so ingrained in you that when you leave, you are never the same person again. And we were talking about, like, getting back to life afterwards. I remember when I got out of prison, I slept in a closet for 4 months.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. So, was it because, like, when you got out, you know,
too much space? Everything was a lot of space, and there were so many people, and it was like a lot. And so I just slept in a closet, made it really comfy, made it like a little jail cell.
How did you finally get out of doing it?
Therapy. Kind of realizing that it's over and that, like, you can get out of that fight or flight mode that I think a lot of people stay in when they're in there. Because when you're in there, everything is so magnified. All your emotions are magnified. Everything's really stressful. And then when you get out, everything's magnified too. But it's magnified in a different way because there's such a fear that you're going to go back at any given moment that you don't act super rationally for the first little bit that you're home. I mean, think about it. You know, Boozy said, touchdown and cause hell.
Yeah.
I mean, people, when they get out, they either go real crazy or they go real, like, I'm staying in, I'm never leaving my house again. And that was me for a solid, 2 years. Didn't nobody see me out on the streets, going to clubs or bars and none of that. I just sat in the house and was like, I don't want to go back to jail. I'm afraid if I breathe in Madison County, I'm going to go back to jail.
I mean, yeah.
And it's so easy. And the rates of recidivism are so high because people can't find good jobs. They can't make good money, so they can't pay their fines. And so you go back and they don't have good support systems. So what you need to do if you're somebody in this community, or you've got a loved one in prison, or you've got your homie that's been locked up for a couple years, or you got an uncle that's going in and out of jail, you need to be there for that person. There's a reason they're going in and out. There's a reason they're going back. Don't nobody look at jail and go, yeah, that's where I excelled. That's where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going back because they don't know how to adapt anymore, and something in them has broke. And that's fairly common.
Man, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break. We're going to get back to it. We're going to talk about the prison strike more. We're going to do a little bit more too. So make sure you stay tuned. Roguish Gent Livecast.
event coming up? Want to promote your special event, occasion, or announcement more efficiently? Tired of wasting money on flyers that people just throw on the ground and you're left with extra? Well, say no more. We here at Digital Imprint Solutions have a solution to make advertising for your next event easy and less stressful. Our in-business display screens are guaranteed to get your message out to patrons while they are shopping, getting groomed, or just relaxing. High-quality displays and easy visibility make this possible to do, and it's now available to you at an affordable cost in multiple locations. The process is easy. Just log on to our website, fill out the form, and update with your payment information, and your special event will be rolled out within a few hours of approval. So try something different. Go digital. Visit our website and begin saving money on promotions today. www.digiimprintsolutions.com.
Just put an advertisement.
All right. Hey, and this is Theca Jones. We're back with the Roguish Gent livecast. We talk. Oh God!
Don't die.
Yeah, don't die. We talk a lot while we're getting stuff done here, and yeah, man. So
he forgot his name.
I forgot my name. That
It's
happens.
okay. It happens.
That happens when you're in such the presence of a vision of beauty.
Oh my God.
You know that's what happens. I get all nervous
Oh, my
and stuff.
God.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we're back with Stasha. Stasha's in she's talking about I keep on my bad. She's talking about her experience in prison, and we're talking about prison reform, the nationwide prison protest that's going on right now, the difficulties with that and everything like that. So and you had a couple of shout outs, right?
I want to give a shout out to my Irish guys who are watching, my Northern Irish guys, in particular Harrison. Happy birthday, Harrison, and thank you for always watching everything and being there, part of the horde, for the horde, hashtag for the horde.
Yeah, shout out to Harrison. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up.
But we want to talk about Piper. Let's talk about Piper Kerman.
Yeah, and if you don't know who Piper Kerman is, she is the writer of Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, she wrote the book.
Wrote the book. She would be a series creator.
Yeah,
because
series
it's about
creator.
her.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you watch Netflix, Orange is the New Black is one of their most popular original series. It's on the 6th season, and yeah, so shout out to Piper Kerman.
Shout out to Piper. Piper was really nice the other day, and I had heard some kind of disturbing things about some protesters that crashed her event here in Jackson, Mississippi. So I confronted her about it on Twitter. Being the G that I am.
Yeah.
And she responded very humbly, and she was super sweet. And she was like, no, if anybody's locked up, if anybody got arrested, let me know how I can get their bail money covered. She was like, let me know what I need to do. She's like, I don't want anybody to go to jail. And I do support the prison strike that's going on. Because she was interrupted by people talking about the prison strike because they were doing a fancy luncheon. The cheapest plate was $50 to get in to eat lunch with them, but it was $1,000 a table. It was very expensive. And she was doing this fancy luncheon, and everybody was smiling, and they were talking about prison reform. And she is a very awesome person. I relate a lot to a lot of the storytelling that she does. I feel like for a person of color, I feel like her being a white woman who was in prison, who comes from a place of privilege, she does not deny that at all. Mm-hmm. She told our stories, us women of color stories, very well as a white adjacent person. You don't find that very often where you feel like somebody white can tell your story, but I find her storytelling to be spot on and really rich, and it really does show what's going on and how it is. And so I reached out to her, and she was really, really sweet. She was talking about how she does think it's important to talk about some of the darker issues in prison reform, like we've been, bumming everybody out with talking about sexual assault. And it's not an easy thing to talk about. It's not something, people want to talk about.
But it happens.
But it happens every day, like multiple times a day, all over the world right now. And in America, where we're incarcerating people almost as fast as people are being born, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Other free nations don't do this. Other educated nations don't do this to people. So why are we still doing this old, tired model that's clearly not rehabilitative? There's just so many problems that it doesn't seem like you can tackle it to fix it, but we can. And where that starts at is when you're voting for your judges locally. That's where this is all going to start. Like right now, isn't Melvin Priester running?
Melvin Priester Jr. Oh no, Melvin Priester Senior.
Senior's running.
Mm-hmm.
Like these are people who know our narrative and know our life and know our stories and where we come from. These are the people that need to be judges, because they won't hand out 20-year sentences for looking crazy with your friends. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to make sure that we're not keeping these old men sitting in office forever, just aging out in office, like literally 80-year-old white men who have nothing to do with our lives and don't understand how we live, but they're in charge of how we are able to live. It doesn't seem right. And yeah, we've all dragged a lot of butt voting. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. As a culture, black people, us people, we're not running out to the polls and voting as much as we should. That's how this monstrosity is in office right now. So we need to start out, and we need to start at this local level. Like, go out and just go to the church up the street and vote and get these judges out of here. Get them out of here. Get these people. Yeah. Yeah. And it's just a cycle. And it's a cycle that never changes. And, you know, your uncle who's been to prison 15 times, he's going to go back to prison because this guy's going to see him and he's going to say, you know what? We've made this stupid law called a 3-strike law. And now he's in for hard time and it's mandatory and it's never going to change. So we need to really start to make a change, and we need to start asking ourselves why it's so hard for us to get, to the, to get to the polls, why it's so hard for us to think about voting, why it's so hard for us to control our own narrative. Controlling our own narrative needs to be something that's really important to us.
Do you think gerrymandering has anything to do with it?
I think it does. I mean, they shut down polls. They make it hard for us to access. They make these little laws like, oh, you have to have this many forms of ID, and not everybody has all that. And, you know, they make it hard. They do it during work hours, and a lot of people aren't going to be able to take off work to go vote. Most working class people can't afford to miss a day. Let's be honest. Like, they make it as hard as they can because they can afford to be off because they've got, 8 weeks paid vacation, paid time off, and this and that and the third. So, I mean, take the time. Just do it. If you got to get up an extra hour early, even though you're bone tired, do it. Get these people out of here, man. We got to start to live our lives a lot better. And the only way we're going to live our lives better is if we care about people in our community. And I think where we need to start is people coming out of prison. Because when you coming out of prison and you don't got nothing, you're not going to be anything to your community if you don't have nothing. Me, I came out of prison. I'm trying to help people who come out of prison. I just volunteered on Thursday. I did makeup for, a runway show for Crossroads Ministry, and it was really important to me. Crossroads is located in Madison. It is a very good place to spend your money and spend your time. If you don't have money, go donate your time to them. There's places like that you can go and you can help and you can be a part of change. And there's things like sharing a hashtag prison strike, that can help be a part of change. It's little things that you can do at home, from home, and you can make a difference.
Solidarity and everything.
Yeah, show solidarity. Like, I mean, you and I know each other. You'd have never thought I'd been to prison.
I did not know. Yeah, I did not know that at all. I was not like, hey, man, Staj, you ever been to prison? And that's just not a question you ask someone.
Hey, what's up, girl? You cute. You been to prison?
You ever been to prison before? You ever did 24
But you know where they're going to
months?
ask that? When you want to get a job.
Yeah, that's true.
When you want to rent a house.
Have you ever had issues with that when job searching? Or anything?
I'm not going to lie. I'm a very personable person. I'm really good with talking to people, so it's not so hard for somebody like me, right? I also was only in prison for a couple years. I didn't get hardcore institutionalized. It's not so easy when you're somebody who's been in and out of prison your whole life. You're super institutionalized and you're not well educated. I was really blessed to be well educated before I went into prison. I had a lot of things working in my favor. A lot of people don't have that in their favor. A lot of people in prison have never even filled out a job application or made a resume. They don't have life skills. A lot of them don't have GEDs. So I was really blessed, and I don't back, but I know that it holds so many people back. And I know that it does keep me from going back to I can't go work for Sephora again like I used to, but I don't find it so hard. But I know that your brother up the street's going to find it much harder than I did, or somebody else is going to find it much harder than I did. It's definitely rough. And Jackson is trying to ban the box. Y'all's Mayor Drake Lumumba's his name, right?
Yeah, Shockwave Lumumba.
He is trying to do away with the box. He thinks that that box shouldn't be on city or state jobs, that you shouldn't have to check it whether or not you've committed a felony, that you should be able to get to the next step in a job process before they do a background check, that he doesn't think that it should automatically be a disqualifier. So I think that's really cool and really progressive, and I think we need to make sure we stay on that path of progressing to a place where we don't need a box anymore, because being a felon doesn't automatically mean you should never be able to work in society again. It's supposed to be rehabilitation.
Yeah. It's rehabilitation.
Prison's not supposed to be your life is canceled. You've been to prison. You're never allowed to live again. You can't get a car. You can't get a house. I mean, when I got out, dude, I couldn't even get a trailer.
Damn.
I couldn't even go live near the chicken plant in Canton.
Damn.
It's rough over there. You ever been over there?
I have.
That is the roughest place I've ever been in my life.
You said Canton, and I was like,
and
I know.
I've been to Bmore, and like,
yeah.
There's actual chickens running around those trailer parks over there. There's real chickens running around, and I couldn't get a place there because I'm a felon.
Yeah, you are a felon.
I'm a felon, like for real. I embrace that now. It's like
I thought about that. That just really hit me.
I'm a felon.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like,
have like this idea about people that they were like considered criminals or people with records where they're like, oh, like you're going to kill me, and it's like, dog, I didn't even do a violent crime. Like, what
I'm
are
a
you
felon
talking?
though.
Yeah.
But like when people are like, dude, you want to hang out? Let's. I can't. I'm a felon.
Yeah.
I'm on parole.
Yeah.
And probation.
How long are you on parole for?
I was on parole. I'm off parole now, and I'm on probation. But I've completed my probation, and I'm just waiting on a golden. Don't try to set me up.
Yeah, please don't.
Don't try to set me up. I can't go back, y'all. I'm gonna have to die. I'm not going back.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna have to kill me. It'll be a traffic stop, and I'll be like, just shoot me. Like that's how bad it is.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, you just gonna have to kill me. If you try to put those handcuffs on me, you gonna have to shoot me. Like that's where I'm at in my life. Like I literally, that's how. Like when people make jokes about it, like I'm laughing about it right now.
Yeah.
But I ain't going back to prison.
But you dead ass.
I'm dead
I'm
serious.
not going back. Yeah.
I want to make sure this is very clear into the microphone. I ain't going back again. I'm not trying to put on makeup with Hawaiian Punch as my blush. Like I'm not trying to live that in jail. I used to curl my hair with toilet paper rolls.
Yeah.
And tear up the plastic from my chip bags, and like curl my hair so that like when it would fall, it would be all nice and straight. Yeah.
Wow, man.
Toothpaste.
Did you have a?
No.
It just stopped.
Yeah, and well, they always like said I was super cute because I always made sure I had makeup. That I made like we got these little Hawaiian Punch drink. This is so embarrassing. We got these Hawaiian Punch drink packs like on commissary.
Yeah.
And I would take it and I'd mix it with some Vaseline, make it lip gloss, and then I would take it, mix it with some water, and put a little blush on. And I'd steal a Sharpie from whatever guard like happened to leave their clipboard laying around, and I'd be drawing my eyebrows on and some eyeliner with Sharpie, which I'm sure was probably giving me cancer. Mirrors in prison, it's just a piece of metal that they hang from the wall, and you can weirdly see like if you were extremely nearsighted, that's what it looks like because it's just a piece of metal. So I'd be up in that piece of metal with that Sharpie, like trying to put it in my eyeball, and I'd be like, "This is real life right now, though." And then you'd be getting people to cut your hair with like fingernail clippers. That's how I got haircuts.
With fingernail clippers.
I ain't lying. Fingernail clippers. Like girls cutting their hair in jail, you just use fingernail clippers over and over again.
Wow.
Well, I mean, it's not like a legit haircut, but like you guys get haircuts. Like we don't get haircuts.
We could at least. Well, I know. Well, I've heard that people use Magic Shave.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a powder you can use where you mix it up, you wet it, and you just bake and you just wipe your hair off.
That'd be so fantastic. See,
it's like Nair for men.
See, they make you check out razors in women's prison. They come around with a bucket, and you don't know if they're new or old. You don't know. Okay?
I'm sure they're old.
But they bring them in, and they're like those disposable dollar razors that have one blade. You know what I'm talking about? That are blue. They're like navy blue.
Yeah.
And they come around with the bucket, and they make you sign your name so that they know like you have a razor, and they come back in 5 minutes. So in those 5 minutes, you better get all that body hair you need to get off in your life. You better get it all off. So you in to be in the shower at certain times, and you like dry saving and trying to get your life together. Like it's rough. Like women's prison's rough. Like you only get 5 pads for your period. 5.
Yeah, you told us, man. Okay. Amazement again. Man, I'm never going to prison, but if I was a woman, I would never go to prison.
Baby, I'm going back. I'm too cute for all that business. I'm trying to live my best life. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying
You
to
see
live my
it?
best life.
You see it?
You see it?
What we're gonna do? We're gonna take one commercials and everything. We're gonna talk about something that's going on. We're gonna talk about a very special GoFundMe, and we're gonna be back with Stasha. So stay tuned. The Roguish Gent.
Who we funding?
I'm the man responsible for the gold.
Whole thing blowed up, no luck, all us probably. Whole state know us, show love, favor us probably. Most days over, ain't on no buzz probably. Whole play ate up, fat bruh, they love probably. Probably. Hungry for that realness, you can feel it in your body. Probably. Journey through forever, man, it's all a party. Answer
Oh man, I feel alive. Blessings come in disguise, right in front of my eyes. I've been chasing it for a while. I've been blending in with the crowd. Man, that just ain't my style. I've been walking around with my head down, trying to figure it out. You can, and you switched up.
I got the juice, everybody know me, but they don't know you. Who the you broke, popping up out the blue. I got the juice, everybody know me, but they don't know you. Who the you don't come for me if I ain't sent for you, Room service, where you at? I guess she think it's sweet. Talking on Twitter, now I ain't with the social beat. Dislike me all you want, but you don't wanna be no.
Hey, and welcome back. This is your boy, Theca Jones, back with the Roguish Gent livecast. I am here with Stasha, my girl, my. Listen, let me tell you something. She is great. How did we meet?
I think I was joning on you. I was joking on you or something. I was probably making fun of your outfit. I know I made fun of your prom outfit.
I hosted a.
It looked like the world's worst, most ratchet prom photo of all time.
I hosted a Juneteenth
advertisement for Men's Warehouse.
Yeah. Shout out to Men's Warehouse. They got me right. Shout out to my boy Anthony at Men's Warehouse. Since 2005, that was prom. I just told my age right there. But yeah, man, it was cool. But yeah, I think it was. No, I knew you before.
I knew you before that because I've seen you around.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to be a rapper.
Yeah, you used to be a rapper as well sometimes. But yeah, yeah. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna talk about a special GoFundMe right now to my dear friend Alden Daniel Lewis.
He's a bite-sized.
He's a bite-sized man.
Bite-sized, but packed full of talent.
He's like a Baby Ruth.
Yes.
A fun-sized Baby Ruth.
A fun-sized.
A lot of nougat. Yeah. But
especially for the size.
What he's doing right now, he's doing a GoFundMe. You can find it. We're gonna put the link in the description. We're gonna put the link in the chat a little bit later and everything. I'll take more beautiful photos. He is a very passionate photographer, and he's trying to get a little bit more. He's trying to get a little bit more equipment. So, if you've been out to the Apple store, you've seen where y'all just have people coming in and talk about a certain craft,
like little classes, little workshops.
Yeah, it's like they come in and like we're trying to build a community with the Apple. Yeah.
And you had Justin Ransberg.
Yeah, so they do community workshops, and they have different artists come in.
They're free to the
they
public.
had Judson Wright. You heard his song on this live cast. They've had Justin Ransberg. He is a
Fantastic
painter
artist.
here. Yeah, very fantastic visual artist. Huh? Did Sneaker Box. He is a wonderful photographer here. Shout out to Sneaker Box. They did
Shout out.
Don Shay. Don Shay is a very great producer here. He makes a lot of music that you've heard. You know what? We need to do a 242 one. Yeah. So this is what I want to do. Cool. Let's do it. I'm with
But we
it.
need to get him money for his GoFundMe.
But we need to get him money for his GoFundMe. So this
he
is what you
can
do.
continue to make this world a prettier place.
So he can continue to make this world a prettier place. What's your Instagram? Alden Kirkland is his Instagram. We're gonna have all of his info in the title, in the description and everything.
And no, we're not related. He's just light skinned.
They are not related. He is just light skinned. But make sure you guys donate. I'm going to donate some. His goal is $5,000. We're going to get that $5K for him, man.
We can get this, man.
We need to go over more. We need to get him $10K, maybe even $20K. If you get $20K, will you buy me a McRib?
Absolutely. I'll buy you 10 McRibs, my nigga.
10.
Please.
McRibs.
I'll buy you 10 McRibs.
Please,
ballin' status.
please
I don't
donate because I would like 10 McRibs.
If I eat, my niggas eat too.
Wow.
You see it?
That's where
And
it
I
is.
love McRibs.
But for real, he's a wonderful artist. He's always giving back to the community. Anytime there's an event, you're going to see him participating. He's always in the music scene, been in lots of different music scenes. He's very versatile. And if you want to have somebody who's willing to like share their art with you, it's going to be him. It's right here.
It's right here.
Right here. You can do it.
Ungawa.
So let's help out somebody in our community. Let's get him the money that he needs so he can continue to be an awesome artist in our community, because we need to make more of our artists locally stay here instead of picking up and going other places, because we got to make Mississippi great again.
Because I ain't going nowhere.
Sip for life.
Oh, well, I'm leaving.
You just going to leave?
I'm going to San Diego.
When?
I don't know. I just thought of San
He
Diego
gonna be
right
back. He going to leave, then he going to come back again. He
I'm
going
a-
to come back again.
I'm going to be
It's
here.
going to be a round trip flight. He ain't going to take a break.
Is Doja Cat? Oh,
It's gonna get
Doja
off.
Cat.
Yeah.
I wish Doja Cat was coming to
Can you-
Jackson.
Can you calm down on Doja Cat? She wore a cow print outfit and you gone crazy ever since. Like she's an
Yeah,
actual
she
McRib
beautiful.
or something. Like we need to calm down.
She is beautiful.
She's dope though. She's
She
dope.
makes really good music. I did not know Tamar Bradford had sampled one of her songs for No Police. Really? I did not know that.
I don't know who Tamal Bradford is.
Tamar Bradford is a very great rapper in the city.
In this city?
Yes.
Oh, that's why.
His wife is, she owns the Murals.
Yep.
The Murals and Visual AF.
Yeah.
The photo walks in Jackson.
They have 6 wonderful children.
It's a whole lot of babies. Woo!
They have 6 wonderful children, and and they have a 7th on the way.
Shit. It's like a TV show.
Yeah, they have a 7th on the way, and you know
I
I
haven't
can't
heard
wait
of them or seen them because they've been making babies all the time.
because they've been
so I
making
don't know who
babies.
he
That's
is.
all they got is a bunch of babies.
That's great though.
all of them
That's
wear little Jordan 3s.
no.
Yeah, but yeah. So all right, so
You were not privy to our conversation
You-
about shoes earlier. You clearly
yeah,
missed out.
yeah.
You clearly missed out on that.
all right, so we are. So let's tell the people again how they can help with the
Sharing
prison reform,
hashtags.
sharing hashtags.
Hashtag prison strike. You know, hashtag in mass incarceration. Vote locally. Donate locally. Spend your time. Find out if you can go to the prisons and you can help people out. Throw money on somebody's books who you never met before. I don't care if it's $5. Throw money on their books.
Yeah,
Make a difference. Give them a pack of noodles.
yeah.
Pack of noodles will change your life.
How much does a pack of noodles cost in prison?
$1.69.
Wow.
Do you know how much a 5-pack of tampons cost?
What?
$10.
Oh, and that's
Do
money
you know
the
how much
prisons
a little Debbie cake or like a Cinnabon costs? Like $1.19. Do you know how much a bag
Damn.
of chips is? Like $1 something, like $1.20 or something.
So tampons are $10 for a 5
Yeah.
pack.
5-pack. Now, if you want batteries, I think it's like 2 batteries is $8. If you want a Walkman, I think it's like $25. Like a Walkman, like just to listen to AM, FM radio, it's like $20. But then you have to get the batteries, and batteries are $8.
So I'm paying $30 for a Walkman and battery.
Yeah, with like the world's worst headset. Guess how much stamps are? They're like, I don't know, they're a lot a piece too. And then you gotta pay for paper, because they ain't just gonna give you paper. You can mainly steal pens from like medical when you go to medical and shit.
Yeah.
Like you can steal the pens. But like, yeah, you paying for everything in jail. You want new underwear that somebody else hasn't worn? You gotta pay for them. It's like $10
for a
pair of boxers, white.
For a pair?
A pair. Or if you want a fresh white T-shirt instead of one that 350 people ain't worn, so it's all stretched out and the collar's all brown, and everything else.
So they recycle the clothing?
Yeah. You don't. What do you think, they give people fresh outfits every time they go to jail? What do you think this is? I literally remember when I took off my clean Miss Me jeans. They're like $125 pair of jeans, and put on somebody else's underwear.
Did they give you the clothes back when you got out?
No, they throw them in the trash. That's a myth. Like, they don't hold your clothes till you leave. They throw them in the trash. They threw them in the trash right in front of me. They didn't fit me anyways because I lost 150 pounds in jail. I went in there at like pretty fat and came out at like 105 pounds.
Wow.
I didn't have no money on my books. I was hungry, bro. I was hungry in that piece. I was starving. And I didn't eat the food. I told you it was not fit for inmate. I mean, it had mold on it and everything else. I wasn't eating that food. So I just, every now and then I'd meet somebody nice who shared some chip pies. I'm sure you've heard about chip pies.
Chip pies. What's chip pie? Oh, yeah.
Well,
I've seen that. I've seen
ramen,
Callum also do that
You take
before.
ramen and you cook it down until there's no water left in it. And then you crush up some potato chips and you put the potato chips on top of the ramen. And then if you can find a cheese stick, or you can save your cheese from like lunch or something if it's not bad, you put the cheese on top of it and then you bake it. And sometimes you can mix in like ravioli and stuff.
Damn, cuz.
Dude, I used to get milk that was rotten all the time. And that's at, let me go ahead and shout out MDOC on this, because this is something I really want to cause awareness to. There were days at the Flowwood location where I was at the pre-release where we didn't have food. So Sundays we'd run out of food. So if you didn't make it in there, sometimes you didn't get fed. So like Sundays are peanut butter and jelly because there's like not a lot of staff there. So peanut butter and jelly is normally tolerable. Dude, they didn't have food for us. There were some days where they didn't have enough food for as many inmates as they have, because I told you they were stacking us on top of each other. So yeah, I mean, there were days we didn't have food. So, I mean, that's like a legit thing. Just like right now with these prison strikes, what they're going to be doing, they're going to be taking away people's families' visitation. They're going to be beating people. These people in here need y'all to pray for them. They need y'all to spend your energy on them, because there's going to be more deaths in the next few weeks. There's going to be probably a lot more. But they're going to be cut off from the world. They're not going to have TV. The ones that do have some TV, they're not going to have phone calls to have access to their family, because during what they call a riot, which is what we call a peaceful protest, but they call it a riot because they come in throwing tear gas and then people freak out and then they're like, oh, you're being violent. It's like, I can't see. Like, it's like a whole different thing. But they're going to hurt people, and people are going to be really hurt. So while you're sharing these hashtags, take a second to like slow your life down for a minute and think about that these people are going to be dying. They're going to be hungry. They're going to be away from their families. They're going to be cut off. They're going to be starving, and they're going to be scared, and they're going to need people to know why they're there and what they're doing. So just take a minute out of your life where you're busy and you're scrolling on Facebook and think about what's going on with these people, and just spend your time tonight. Instead of being bummed about it, think about all the things that you can do that can help change it. But really say a prayer for these people. Even if you're not a praying person, even if you're just a good vibe, just think about these people that are in there alone right now, because they are going to be in for hell. These next few days are going to be dangerous for them, and it's going to be rough for them. It's going to be hard.
So tell the people how they can get in touch with you if you want to,
If you want to hit me up, you can follow me on Mixer. I'm Zombie Killer 601 on Mixer. You can follow me on. It's an open debate. You can come in and debate what you want to debate about. What's their screen name? You hate.
I mean, you got 5 minutes because we gotta
go ahead, go for it. I know hate.
Oh, okay. But yeah, okay. So, this is the Roguish Gent live cast. We do this every Monday at 7 p.m. from Offbeat Jackson. We're gonna have this video up on the YouTube. Just a little bit of technical difficulties, but just bear with us. We're switching platforms. we're leaving Facebook. Well, we left
Trying to be
Facebook
hip.
Live, trying to be hip.
Trying to stay
We
cool.
just got mad at Facebook Live. We said, you know what, we're gone, and we just sailed across the Atlantic
and you
Ocean.
upgrading?
Yeah, and we're upgrading, and we got over to fucking
Mixer,
one of the
YouTube.
13 colonies, and we was like, hey, brown person
Yeah.
red person who's been here for centuries. Guess what?
Yeah, it's the way to do it. And
Get up
now-
out of here.
And now, people can find you on all these different platforms, and they can
Yeah.
find you not only talking about stuff that bums people out, but a lot of times talking about really fun stuff.
Yeah, we usually talk about pop culture. We usually talk about music, just everything like that. But this is just a very
But this is
near
a
and
part of pop
dear.
culture.
And
Everybody
yeah,
raps
it
about
is.
going to jail,
Everybody raps about going to jail, and rap is the most popular.
and you
form of
rapping
music
about
right
selling drugs. So this is a reality of what happens when you do all those things.
Free take.
Free who?
Oh, Venom
Oh,
said
wait.
free take.
Didn't that Kodak Black just go back to jail? Didn't
No,
he?
he didn't.
Okay, because he was only out for like 24 hours. I thought he was going
Yeah,
back.
he didn't. He didn't go back. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that was. I saw that.
Because
too, when
Kodak,
I was-
I'd be super disappointed in you. Because
Yeah.
you got to get your hair braided every day, so that's uncomfortable in men's prison.
Yeah, like he didn't go back, but yeah. Does he have a? Did he bring the question back?
He said he don't know. He worked for corrections for 9 years in 3 states. Every state is different.
What states did he work in?
What state?
But yeah, so yeah, we do that. We might do some Tuesday shows because of Taco Tuesday, but I know the next one we're going to do is August the 30th.
Is this the Taco Tuesday dance?
This is the Taco
I
Tuesday
feel like
dance.
maybe we should talk about this.
What the Taco
Maybe just
Tuesday dance?
redo it.
Why?
I don't.
I
It
like
looks
it.
like you're driving a car.
It's
It says Texas, Wyoming, and Idaho.
Texas, Wyoming, and Idaho. Okay. Wow, that's very random. Idaho is one of those states where if someone was like, name 50 states, and you would do it, and like Idaho would be in like the last 15, you'd be like, oh yeah, Idaho.
I only do it alphabetically because of that song that I learned when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, Idaho just doesn't come up as a regular place. Like, oh, where you from? Idaho. It
Yeah.
never comes up.
And also Mississippi is one of those places that if you had to name the states, you would name towards the front because it's such a weird name. You're like, oh yeah, Mississippi, and everybody remembers.
They go Mississippi fat stupid people who are
Yeah.
inbred. That's the joke I get anytime people are like, where you living now? Oh, I'm in Mississippi. Why?
Yeah, and I'm like, you from Alabama?
Uh,
Like y'all have a tire fire in the middle of y'all state. Yeah. Alabama's is Mississippi's fat older sister.
I find Alabama enjoyable.
Man,
Don't wanna
I hate
alienate
Alabama.
Anybody from Alabama?
I go to Alabama to dump mattresses. That's the only reason.
What? What just happened?
I get to the state line and I just be like, yeah,
Woo.
yeah, I do.
Whoa.
Oh,
It's totally different, but Idaho is understaffed and overpopulated.
it sounds
I mean,
like all
everywhere.
prisons.
All prisons are overstaffed and underpopulated.
Like you telling me Texas
understaffed and
is? You telling me
overpopulated.
prisons in Texas are just like, whoo? I'm
And I
glad
will
I'm
say-
here.
I will say this. I know Hate. I've talked to him.
Yeah.
He's somebody who I game with on a regular. He's part of
Yeah.
my stream team. He's a very awesome guy. He's super great. But as a whole, as I feel about corrections officers, is I think they're all incredibly corrupt and I think they're horrible people. I had my mind changed about that when I spoke to him because he is a compassionate, very awesome person. He likes everybody from. He's a cool dude. But I think he changed my mind a lot on that and opened my mind and my heart back up because I was very hard-hearted towards that when I left prison. Of course, if I
Yeah.
see people in a uniform, I just want to hit them.
It says Idaho, they get PS4s.
Where? What facility?
Where? What? Is
I
it a
want
federal
now-
facility? I had never seen. If I would have seen a gaming console in prison, I probably would have never left. I probably just chilled there.
If I would have, I've never been on like Mortal Kombat and saw like locked up boy 18. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Oh yeah, I have kids. Never mind. I'd have gone home at some point.
But yeah, okay. So, damn, it's
I mean,
like,
every facility's different. Yeah, every facility's
Yeah.
different. I mean, the federal prison in Florida has like an art garden and a pool and tennis courts. It's a federal prison. They still only work for 3 cents an hour at a call center out of Texas. But like every place is different. I happen to be in a Mississippi State facility, and this is my experience. So like I can't speak on jails and I haven't become a jail connoisseur. I haven't experienced being locked up in different places. and I won't.
I'm never
Because
going
they're
to
gonna
jail.
have to kill me. You ain't gonna survive. You're gonna fold like a piece of paper.
That's why I'm not going.
They didn't even, man.
My hands too soft for prison.
I can't braid hair.
You
Still,
feel-
I
you
went to
feel how
prison
hands
and I
are?
still left. Yeah, you got some nice hands. My hands are softer. Feel that?
Yeah,
What?
and I'm a big guy. I'm soft. Oh man.
I can't braid hair, and I was in there for a long time, and I still can't braid hair.
For real?
For real, I can't braid hair.
Oh damn.
I thought I was gonna pick that up in jail, but I did learn how to play spades.
Yeah, spades
And
are
I didn't
great.
get cut. I didn't get stabbed or nothing.
Yeah, Texas. It's Texas, man, bro. If you
I
get a
didn't
death
get
penalty in
stabbed.
Texas, they like, nigga, we finna kill you in
And I didn't play
12
on the white
days.
people's team. I didn't play on.
Bro, Texas be
I
like,
have to clarify.
you
I
like,
didn't play
oh,
spades on the
guilty.
white
You
people's
get the
team,
death
and I
penalty,
didn't
man.
get
We'll
cut.
see you 2 weeks from now.
With the knife.
You dead. But yeah, all right. So we're gonna finish everything up. Make sure you watch this. The Roguish Gent. Make sure you check it out on all streaming platforms: YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer. I want to thank Stasha for coming out.
Thank you
again.
for having me again.
Remember, hashtag prison protest. Let's end mass incarceration and everything like that. Let's actually start rehabilitation.
And take 12 seconds after this broadcast for a moment of silence for the 12 people that we've lost in Mississippi prisons.
We're going to take that 12. Can we do that moment of silence now?
Let's do it.
All right. All right. And we're going to go out after the moment of silence. All right. Thank you for watching the Roguish Gent.
Thank you.
See y'all next week.
I got the juice, everybody know me, but they don't know you. Who the you broke, popping up out the blue. I got the juice, everybody know me, but they don't know you. Who the you don't come for me if I ain't sent for you, Room service, where you at? I guess she think it's sweet. Talking on Twitter, now I ain't with the social beat. Dislike me all you want, but you don't wanna be no win.